Best versus worst shoulder exercises. Today, this fitness newbie is bringing you a shoulder workout exercise list, covering 15 common shoulder exercises seen in the image. Little Curry fans, check if you've been doing the wrong ones, starting with the worst. 1. Upright row 0 points. Fitness expert Hat Guy says this exercise is completely useless. Almost every fitness influencer ranks it as the worst. Why? Because it internally rotates your shoulders, reducing the space in your shoulder joint. As you perform the movement, the bones in your shoulder rub against each other, creating friction. The more friction, the higher the risk of shoulder injuries, even rotator cuff tears. This is the basic principle of shoulder impingement syndrome. Way too dangerous. Who told you to do this exercise? Big no. 2. Plate rotation plus front raise 0 points. Hat Guy explains that many people mistake the burning sensation from joint rotation as muscle pump for the anterior deltoid. This misunderstanding made the exercise popular overseas for a while. But in reality, that burning sensation is just your joint feeling uncomfortable. It does no more for your front delts than a regular front raise. While it's not necessarily harmful, the extra rotational movement adds no real benefit. You're not learning to drive a car, so why turn the plate? Slightly better than the worst. 1. Most front raise variations. Some might disagree, but most pressing exercises already train the front delts well, even chest presses. Since the front delts are already activated during these movements, you can skip most front raise exercises unless you're training for a bodybuilding competition. You have very specific physique goals. That said, not everyone feels front delt activation in pressing exercises, so for those people, front raises may still be necessary. It depends on the individual. 2. Behind the neck barbell press, very risky. I don't even feel like explaining this one. All behind the neck presses put a lot of stress on your shoulder joint. They can easily cause injuries, especially if you lower the bar all the way down. If you only do the top half of the movement, you can avoid some risk, but at that point, it's basically useless. You're just fooling yourself. Now, let's talk about one of the best exercises. Arnold press, great for activation, but not for heavy lifting. Strictly speaking, this exercise is only good for shoulder activation, not heavy training. Why? It targets the entire shoulder, but the front delts are naturally stronger than the side and rear delts. If you use a weight that's challenging for your side A rear delts, it's too light for your front delts. If you go to heavy, your side A rear delts won't get the right stimulation. Because of this imbalance, the Arnold press isn't great for building serious shoulder size with heavy weights. This is just the beginning of the ranking. Want to know the best shoulder exercises? Make sure to subscribe. If you're cheating your shoulders, try this instead. 1. Incline bench rear delt fly. This is one of the most common rear delt exercises, but doing it while lying on an incline bench can be very uncomfortable for many people. Why? You might feel nauseous, especially if you just ate tomato, chive, and egg soup for dinner. The movement can shift tension to the traps, rather than properly targeting the rear delts. After 2 years, you might realize your traps have grown massive, but your rear delts, not so much. 2. Seated dumbbell shoulder press. This is the best shoulder exercise for beginners, but not for advanced lifters. Why not for advanced lifters? As you get stronger, the initial lift-off becomes extremely difficult. Some muscle newbies don't get it, but big guys like us know the struggle just lifting heavy dumbbells into position is already exhausting. For example, when I use 40 kilograms 88 pounds dumbbells per side, I'm gritting my teeth just to lift them into place. Heavier dumbbells equals more body sway, which increases the risk of lower back injuries, so be cautious, little Curry fans. 3. Seated barbell shoulder press. Just like the seated dumbbell press, this movement is very stable and minimizes compensation from other muscle groups. However, as the weight increases, so does spinal pressure, which can put your lower back at risk. So don't go to heavy, otherwise, this one exercise alone could drain your health insurance. 4. Seated Smith machine shoulder press. Pros. The fixed movement path means you don't have to worry about stabilizing the weight. Just push along the track, simple and effective. Cons. Unlike chest or back exercises, the shoulders require multi-angle movement. Since the shoulder joint is highly flexible, it's a ball and socket joint. More natural movement paths are often better than a fixed machine path. If you go heavy, make sure to have a spotter. 5. Standing overhead press military press. Because the shoulder joint is so mobile, this exercise is either amazing to tire or problematic, depending on the person. For the right person, this is one of the best shoulder exercises you can do. For the wrong person, it creates unnecessary strain on the shoulders. Range of motion is large, so those with shoulder pain should choose their setup carefully. Find a grip width that works for you. 6. Dumbbell lateral raises. This is the most common side delt exercise. Pros. Very easy to learn. Isolates the side delts effectively. Cons. Tension isn't stable throughout the movement. Still, it's a great exercise. Perfect for introverts or shy people who don't want to fight for the power rack. 7. Side-lying single-arm dumbbell fly. By the way, liking this video makes you my bro. Subscribing makes you my dad. Liking, subscribing, and saving makes you my grandpa. The best shoulder exercises revealed. 8. Side-lying dumbbell reverse fly. Pros. Simple movement. Large range of motion, lightweight equals strong rear delt activation. If you struggle to feel your rear delts, this is a great exercise for you. 9. Cable rear delt fly crossover motion. Hat Guy says, this is similar to the reverse pec deck fly, but with more freedom of movement. Why is this an issue? Too much freedom equals harder to control. Beginners often overuse their back and traps. Some can't even handle a single weight plate. Verdict: this exercise is great for advanced lifters, but not beginner friendly. Now, the best shoulder exercises. Hat Guy ranks the best exercises for front, side, and rear delt separately. Best front delt exercise, landmine press. This is Hat Guy's all-time favorite exercise, aka go tire. Why? Heavy weights plus low difficulty equals ideal for muscle growth. Less lower back pressure compared to other pressing movements. Feels like a machine, but isn't fully fixed natural movement path. Curved motion follows the natural path of the shoulder joint. If you want stronger front delts, this is the exercise to do. By the way, does your gym even have a landmine press machine? Best side delt exercises. 2 options. There are 2 top-tier side delt exercises. 1. For advanced lifters, cable lateral raise. 2. For beginners, incline side-lying dumbbell lateral raise. 1. Cable lateral raise, best for advanced lifters. What makes cable superior? Constant tension throughout the movement. Better stretch at the bottom, leading to a stronger contraction at the top. Adjustable stance to target different areas of the side delt. Downside, some struggle to feel it. One weight plate feels too light, but 2 feels too heavy. Verdict: better for experienced lifters who understand proper muscle engagement. 2. Incline side-lying dumbbell lateral raise, best for beginners. If you only have dumbbells, this is the best side delt exercise. Why? Leaning on an incline bench reduces trap activation. Larger range of motion equals longer time under tension. More focused muscle isolation than traditional lateral raises. If you're a beginner struggling with cable lateral raises, start with this one. Best rear delt exercise, reverse pec deck fly. Hat Guy calls this the ultimate rear delt exercise. With adjustable weight makes it great for all levels. Fixed machine equals controlled movement, can be done unilaterally one side at a time to correct muscle imbalances. Larger range of motion than free weight options. If you're serious about rear delt training, this is a must-do. Time to show off your progress. Post your fitness transformation pics in the comments. Let's flex on the haters. I'm Coach Arif Malik. If you want to learn more about fitness, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. See you next video.